Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Monday, right? Today's Monday. Today is Monday, the beginning of the work week. For some, just another day for those of you like us who are retired. At least me. Ness still works for a living. So, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday was Sunday. We did some shopping. I picked up some parts for the irrigation, but not enough. I still have to run down and get some more parts. I forgot a couple of things that we need. For today, I'm really not sure if we're going to get to do any irrigation, continue that project or not. Maybe so. I'm not sure. Also, last night we did a little bit of practice. We're playing a little bit of music in the living room. Again, we will get some of the practice footage to you another evening. We'll put that together and we'll add it to one of our videos. And thanks to those of you who identified that we need to cut down our ripe papaya in the backyard. I did that this morning, and they're great. They're very good and tasty and sweet papaya. I totally sometimes you miss these things that are right in front of you. They're sitting right there, ripe, and I didn't even realize it. So we're enjoying that with our breakfast this morning, and a little bit of the Sunday television from the U.S. watching. What is it? CBS
Weekend News.
The Weekend News and what's the other one? 60 Minutes.
60 Minutes.
Watching 60 Minutes right now on another beautiful morning here in the Philippines. Well, that's enough for the intro. I don't know what we're going to do today. You'll probably see after the intro. So let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Well, it appears the backyard is alive and well. Plants are doing well, getting more blossoms, even though it's still kind of wintertime here. I expect to see a lot more as the spring and the warmer weather over the evening time and the mornings start getting a little bit warmer. Now it's time for us to run down to one of the hardware stores. I think we're going to stop by Robinson. We got to pick up a few grocery items, and then I need to pick up some hardware items. Then I need to get back here to Feliz. I actually want to get something done here today. So let's go ahead and hit the road, head downtown, and then get back here as quick as possible. Okay, now with all the shopping out of the way at Robinson's, we're gonna go into McKilling and try not to have to go down to Wilcon, because Wilcon's still another about, seven or 8 kilometers down the road from here. So we're gonna see if they have the PPR pipe and some of the terminations that I want for testing the PPR irrigation system. So let's go ahead and go inside and see what they have in the back. Okay, lots of PPR back here. We just have to pick out the right size, which is 3/4 inch. And I want to see who the manufacturers are, the pipe that they have back here. So as you can see here, they don't have Neltex and they don't have the brand that I got from Wilcon, but they have a brand called Hydra right here. And as long as it has the same specifications of the inside diameter and outside diameter, we're good to go. I'm not gonna get a lot today. I just need enough to finish up the manifold and to be able to get outside the cistern wall that we have inside there, so that when we make the quick hookup, we can trench and we can get all the pop-up sprinklers installed. Now you didn't see, we stopped at, what was it? It was at Handyman. I didn't show you. I stopped at Handyman and I was able to get the 25mm drill bit, the concrete masonry bit to go through the wall. And it was on sale. It was 20% off. It was normally 500 pesos, but I got it for 400 pesos. So we can actually penetrate that wall, get the PPR pipe outside, and we can start running the irrigation real quick once I get the manifold done and through the wall, and we get the PPR on the outside of the cistern. So I'm going to pick up 2 or 3 of these PPR pipes inside here so that we can finish that project and start working on the outside and get our attempt to get that irrigation system with the pop-up sprinklers and all the specialty sprinklers that I have at the house started as soon as possible. So we're going to pick up a few of these. I got some great people here at McKilling that are going to help me get these things loaded in the back of the truck. So anyway, for those of you who are interested in the price of the PPR, it's 489.75 pesos. And how many meters is this?
4 meters.
4 meters long? For a 4-meter long stretch. And that's about the average anywhere. It depends on where you get it from. Some of the mom and pop stores, you can get it for maybe about 380. Places like the big box store, it's a little bit more, but they normally have better quality of the PPR pipe and it's newer stuff. So we're going to go ahead and pay for this, get it loaded into the back of the truck, and head back to the Villa Feliz. Oh, I almost forgot. Now, when you're testing your system, you're going to have to cut off the flow of water sometimes before you actually put all your pipe and make your connections and put all your pop-up sprinklers as well. So if you want to test your pump, which is what we're going to do, we're going to cap off all of the PPR pipe so we don't have any flow. And a good way to do that is you can use these caps right here, these end caps right here, and these end caps for a 3/4 inch pipe. These are 10.75 pesos right here. Now we don't have to use those, but I want to test all the way through, because remember we have the sprinkler controller, the sprinkler valve, and it has a solenoid that we can manually turn off, but I want to test on the other side for leaks. And what we'll do after we do the testing, what we'll do is we'll just chop off the end, we'll put our elbows, and we'll send it off to the actual the pop-up sprinklers that it needs to go to at that point. But to be able to test that full section, we'll grab a few of them. It doesn't cost very much. Okay, we have it all loaded up. We have the PPR loaded, and I wanted to keep the whole sections because I'm going to use some of these long sections for a run. We'll use a coupler to couple them together and test out some of the sprinklers. So I didn't want them to cut it in half. And what they'll do here to fit in smaller spaces, they will take it and they will bend it. They will like tie a knot with the PPR pipe, and you can load it in the back of a truck like this one right here. But I wanted to keep the pipe as straight as possible. Because what will happen sometimes when they bend it like that, you have to try to unbend it. Now it's very flexible, it's not a big problem, but I wanted to save from having to mess with that. I want nice straight runs when I cut my trenches and drop them down inside. So anyway, let's head back to Villa Feliz. And right now it's raining. I don't know if we're going to be able to work on it today. It might be something we start tomorrow morning. We'll see what the weather's like when we get home. So let's head back right now. Okay, back here at Villa Feliz, I took the pipe, the PPR pipe off the truck, and I unloaded it, and I've got it back here where I can start using some of it now. I'm gonna start with one piece, and what I wanna do right now is I just wanna finish one thing at a time. I want to finish this section right here. Remember the 4 sprinkler valves right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I wanna get this one just like the ones below it over into this corner, so I can start working on the manifold. The object is to complete the second manifold today, and then once I get that done, then it's time for testing. It's kind of late in the afternoon, so maybe some more stuff for tomorrow. I'll show you the bit that I picked up today, probably tomorrow also, the one that I'm going to drill the holes through over here in the concrete and make all the pipes go to the outside that I'm going to be using for all the zones. Now I started thinking about today, raised bed garden. I want to do a different, instead of one of the rotary, the pop-up sprinklers, I have these really nice telescopic for gardens and for, it's like the Zen garden, and also for this right here. And it does a round 360-degree pattern. So what I might do is one of these here, I'm probably going to leave with no pipe going all the way to the side of here. And what we'll do is we'll probably just stick it, maybe drill a hole right through this section of the wood here and run the pipe to the very center of this raised bed garden. It'll be one pop-up sprinkler, 360 degrees, and it should handle everything inside the raised bed garden. And it's a gentler type of a spray other than the big rotary. So we'll probably do something like that. So we'll decide on that later, but right now, task at hand is to finish the last one on this manifold and start in the next manifold. Well, now that's the last part of these 4 sprinkler valves of here, the pipe that comes out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4 come across here, and they end up right here. And I can either do a vertical 4 holes going through over here, but I'll probably go along the bottom so I have a deeper bury of the PPR pipe and don't have to worry about stepping on it if there's any pressure on the top up here. So the next thing I want to work on now is the manifold. I have 4 of the valves here, and I'm going to go ahead and put something together. I just have to decide how I want to do it, where I want to do it. Maybe as close to this corner to focus all the sprinkler valves over in this corner, and this time I might do something a little bit different than this one right here, since these are down here and I want to conserve some area inside here. I might get my heat blower and bend the PPR pipe so it kind of comes out this way and goes straight down. I'll make that decision here in just a minute. Okay, down here in the basement, I am going to try to bend this right here. It's going to try to go this way, bend it just a little bit. Using the old Hausman heat gun that I picked up at City Hardware for that project upstairs in the comfort room. Remember when we did that trim around the door and the window in there? Now, I had thought ahead of time. I picked up one of these at Woolcon. It wasn't very expensive. It was about $1. And I thought to myself, well, in the event that I need a bend, I already have it. So I picked up 2 of these, in case I needed to go around something, just in anticipation so I didn't have to drive back down again. Well, what I found out is the way they do this, when they do the bend on using some type of heat over a pipe, what ends up happening is this diameter in this radius right here becomes smaller than this radius where you connect to your connector, your elbow, your T, whatever that you're doing your fusion weld to. So where this end is 25 millimeters, I would say around here is around 22 millimeters. I didn't know that until I cut this section off in a piece right here, and then I tried to hook it in to like one of the T's to the end, and it's like, oh, it's so loose inside of here, it's crazy. So I pulled out my micrometer and I checked it, and sure enough, it was much smaller. So what I'm going to attempt to do now, I've already done the fusion welds here on both these, and what I want to, again, I want to make it bend just a little bit so that it goes to, when it's sitting like this, I want this section here to almost be at a 90-degree angle. Now, The negative effect, if I don't do this properly, I could possibly affect the fusion weld that I have on the T-joints right here, the T-connections. So I hope I don't do any harm there. We're going to try it. We're going to see. You know what? If at first you don't succeed, you try again, and we'll get some more. The thing is, I'm out of T's. I only have enough T's and 90-degree elbows to finish this project today. So I'll just have to be very careful. Okay, I think I got enough bend to help just a little bit. It's not exactly a 90, but I'm afraid to go too much because I don't want to collapse this part of the pipe inside here. If I collapse the pipe, it's going to restrict the flow to all the sprinkler heads. So I think I have enough to help out a little bit, and yeah, I think it'll be okay. Okay, that's about it for today. It is, let's see, it is 5:25. It means it's the end of the day for me. I did get some stuff accomplished. We did a lot of stuff downtown, which took up most of the day. But after I do some tightening up of all these fittings, all these unions on here, mainly unions all the way around, and I tighten up, maybe I'll put the filters in, no, I won't put the filters in yet. I will put the filters in after I flush the entire system out before I hook it up to any sprinklers. But you can see I got the other the sprinkler valves installed just now. And what I did here is I left this one open. This is going to connect to a hose. This is my test right here. All of these are turned off, hopefully. Yeah, they're all turned off. And there's nothing that can make it through to this other side of here. So I have all 8 turned off right now. What we'll do is we'll hook a hose up to this one right here. We will open up the solenoid just like that. We'll open it up until it actually turns on, and we'll see if the whole system works properly. If this pump will start pumping, if we get some water. Of course, I have to prime the pump that's underneath this black bag right here. I'm keeping it weatherproofed right now in case we get any rain. So anyway, everything is looking really good here, and we're making progress. Then once I test this out and I'm happy, before I do all this work to drill holes and all inside of here. Oh, by the way, I said I'm going to show you the drill bit. Let me go grab the drill bit real quick that we're going to use to drill through here. Hold on. Okay, now, well, here is the SDS drill bit for concrete. You see it has the carbide tip down here, and it's an SDS because this is the connector that goes inside the special device, the special drill. Very quick to put on, very quick to take off. So we'll use this to drill the holes for the individual pipes to go on the other side over there. But that won't be done, I don't know, today's Monday. Who knows, maybe sometime this week we'll get to that when we start deciding how we're going to lay all of the PPR pipe for the sprinkler system around the yard. Okay, now one more thing before I close today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get a piece of leftover of the composite wood right here, and I'm going to take a block. Basically, I don't see a piece of that wood out here right now. So I'm going to take, it's like a 2x4, and I'm going to run it this way. I'm going to cut it to fit to the outside of this concrete and in to the wood section right here. Basically slide it in. And I'm going to do a little cutout for each one of the PPR pipes here. Then what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to drill an anchor, and I'm going to put a screw through the back of the composite wood to secure all these. So there's no weight, there's no stress on any of the pipes right here, and it'll be nice and level. It's a matter of aesthetics, and it's also a matter of if somebody accidentally steps on anything right here, it's secure. Which the only one that should be really back here is me. So maybe in the next couple days, maybe we'll be doing a test of the pump here. So everybody have their fingers crossed. Well, I'm going to close for today. Today was a successful day for shopping mainly, but a successful day for getting the other manifold and the other sprinkler valves installed right here. And the next step again is testing it. I am so excited about that. I'm not so sure if I'm excited or if I'm nervous. The 0.8 horsepower motor should be enough. I asked Henry what he's using on his cistern, and he said he has two pumps. He has a 1 horsepower and he has a 0.6 horsepower for pulling water out. So if the 0.6 is strong enough to do irrigation on one part of his yard, then the 0.8 should be fine. 0.8's in between 0.6 and 1 horsepower, and he said it's more than enough power for him at his house. So I think we might be fine here. Well, anyway, let me close for today. Tomorrow is another day. Hopefully, if I do anything back here, I will invite you along with me. Well, oh, by the way, do you hear all that music in the background? Well, that's Ness. That's Ness listening to our old CD. We produced the CD before our son left the nest at home. He was our drummer in our band back in the U.S. And we put together up in our studio, we put a dozen or so songs, Beatles and Eagles and Eric Clapton, all kinds of stuff we did. And I keep wondering sometimes, I'm listening to some of the songs, not that we were that great, but like I was saying, was that Bachman Turner Overdrive or was that us, Ness? She's like, oh, that was us. And I'm like, really? So I miss those old days. Maybe we can start doing that again here in the Philippines. That would be so cool. We just need one drummer and we need one more guitar player, and I think we're okay. Well, anyway, I've babbled enough for right now. I need to close for today. Get this video edited and out to you on time. And Ness and I have to do some practice tonight for that event that's happening in February. Okay, it's late and I need to close for now. I've babbled enough right now and I need to get this thing edited and out to you on a timely manner. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed day.